Well, these few days have been weird.
Yeah, you're telling me. I mean,
I mean,
we had...
first
Yeah?
I became a boss stewardess through means I don't even know. Then you kind of had to deal with my postal deck.
Yeah, that was a nightmare. Oh,
Still
yeah,
don't
we
know
did
where
that
the
hike.
author. Yeah, we did the highest.
Yeah.
Still confuses me how the hell the casino kind of broke. Maybe it was one of my cards. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little strange, but... Hey, I mean, the very least, we made it out alive, and we haven't been arrested yet, so...
Well, it was the company's place, so I don't know if they want the police on the
Yeah,
case.
I'm still confused who this company guys are.
But, I mean, all I know is they kind of just... They didn't read... They're not really my friends, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, you know? They seem pretty shady, so I'd hope they're not your friends. But yeah.
Well, that would be an odd thing. The people who kept me in a cell for God knows how long are my friends. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it would be kind of strange. But, you know where I'm meant to go after Aria? Because, you know, you need the 6 bus duelist still.
No, actually, I was just told, like, the boss tool is here, you do this, you do that. Simple boss tool shit I was never really told what my colleagues are.
Right. You got a computer or so I can, like, check to see on the map where Tristan sent?
I have a phone.
Mind if I borrow it?
Yeah, just pass it back. It's the company line.
Okay.
Why do you have... No, you're gonna wonder.
Look, the arm is a little bit strange, okay? It has a lot of weird things in there. It has a pit clock.
Okay.
Okay, well... You know where the train station is?
It's down the road, I think.
Okay, well, here's your phone. I'm off to the train station. Bye-bye.
Right. See you later. I should head... Hey!
You don't wanna take the road less traveled, do you, son? You just wanna be the kind who's known by everyone. Hear me, I can see something deep inside you. Potential leading 1,000 right on through. But you have to heed my words, practice them, consequence of discipline. Grow to be the person that you dreamed of. Let them hear you roar, roar. Shout it from the top of your lungs, let them hear you roar, roar. Prove that you're the only one that could take the chance. Become the one they call. You must find the balance to catch yourself if you fall. I've seen war, I've seen death, traveled the world in search for this. A fate still undecided. But from my journey to the truth, in my final attempt, I write these words to you, my friend. Now that you have heard my words, practice them, the consequence and discipline. You've become the person that I dreamed of. Now let them hear you roar, roar. Shout it from the top of your lungs, let them hear you roar, roar. Prove that you're the only one, let them hear you.
Right, so according to, well, Cross brilliant instructions. This should be roundabout whereabouts it is. Let's see. Huh?
Hello?
Excuse me, mate. You know where the train station is?
Should be just way younger, about a few clicks out that direction or so.
You clicks. Why are you in the army?
No, it's just when it comes to, it's hard for me to gauge directions. There's, on top of that, depending on where you live, some people find it more accurate to use some than others.
Well, where are you from, mate? Because clearly you ain't from around here. Like...
Yeah, you can say that again. I'm still getting used to time zone difference.
So where are you from, lad?
US.
Ah, nice, nice. Yes, and you're also part of the tournament, and you're also one of the people who thought, let's not leave, because this is definitely safe.
I was going to at first, but I'm a little bit too far behind to catch up in this whole tournament thing.
I mean, I just started and I'm already at 6, so... You had a chance, mate, but... Why are you still here, then, if you ain't even got a reason?
I believe I will be taking the first move for this one.
Okay, then. Let's see what you got, lad.
I drew both of these. Okay, then. I'm going to activate a spell card called Medallion of the Ice Barrier.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the emblem all ice barriers have to signify that they're part of one another. It allows me to add any ice barrier monster I want to my hand.
Okay.
So I will be adding to my hand. Where's Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo? I suppose you will be the good fit. I'm going to be adding to my hand Revealer of the Ice Barriers.
Okay.
Now, she has a neat little effect when it has to do with mirrors. But for now, I'm going to just be setting a card face down. And... yeah, I suppose I can hold. Yeah, no point in waiting. I'll summon out a good old card I got from my pa. The Barrier Statue of Torrent.
The fuck is that card, lad? Wait. That's like the card that the hot-headed dude and the weird priest that's a pedophile had.
The Peter the what? The...
Just a couple days ago, met a pedophile priest who had a similar card.
Creepy, but okay. This is the card I got from my pa. He's no longer with me.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, lad.
Nothing I could have done.
Right, well, it's my move.
And I'm also going to be a little bit annoying by activating Ice Bond.
Okay.
Now, water monsters on the field get moved over to defense position.
You mean non-water
However-
monsters?
Yes. However, that
Okay.
doesn't mean you can't switch them back next turn. It's only when they're summoned.
Right. I'm going to activate 3 visits. And... let's just quickly ignore that effect by summoning my Masterful Son Mao. And my 3 visits effect will let me add to my hand my... let's add... who to add? I'll add Loyal Gunyon, just to be safe. Now I'm going to activate Sacred Sword of the 7 Stars, discarding Mare. Draw. Okay.
That's a seahorse.
Oh yeah, I know.
So these are water warrior things?
Close, but not really. They're based off the 3 Kingdoms. Don't know if you've heard of it. Right.
Oh, the ancient Chinese, I think.
Yeah, it was like 1,000-year war or something. Don't know much about it, but yeah. Well, bye your barrier.
I've never been that good at history. It's difficult to associate names, dates, and locations and people all at once.
Oh yeah, I know. Much prefer mythology, my son.
Yeah, same. A lot easier to understand, even though because there's a lot less to learn.
Yeah, I agree there, mate.
Anyways, I'm going to summon out my Revealer that I added to my hand last turn.
Okay, okay.
By using her effect, I can discard my Zuijin
Right.
so that I can special summon out to the field a level 3 or 4. It's a tuner. I can summon out a tuner.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to activate my defensive Chanban.
Right.
It's not going to do anything right now, but it will later.
Anyways, I will bring onto the field. Yeah, this will benefit me most in the long haul. I summon into defense mode my defender.
Okay, okay.
This will help me out the most in the long haul. Next,
Right.
I will also. I mean, I could, but it's also smarter to wait. I'll just. Yeah, you don't have enough attack points, so I'll just end it there.
Okay. Well, my 3 visits effect will then activate. Meaning one more turn has passed. Now, let's normal summon Valiant Zhang Di.
And because that's not a water monster, it gets moved to defense mode.
Which is fine by me. Especially since I'll be adding to my hand my Rebellious Lu Fang. Now then, I'm going to activate Twin Twisters, letting me discard my Loyal Gunyon to destroy your spell card.
The floor is no longer slippery.
Yeah. I'm also going to set a card and use my Master for some Mao to destroy it. This will let me add to my hand my Valiant Zhang Di. Now then, how about my Rebellious comes to the field?
Oh,
Now,
he's a man.
I can't attack because of your monster. Great.
My ice barriers like working together. They're all about harmonizing each other's effects. So while I control, they all function only while I have multiple ice barriers on the field. And because Defender, because he has a friend on the field, monsters with attack points more than its own defense points can't attack.
Right. Right.
Now I am going to activate my field spell. And Atlantis once above the water, and it used to be known as Lemuria, the Forgotten City.
Ah. Interesting history fact.
Yeah. Honestly, I have a theory that Atlantis isn't down in the ocean. Yes, it's sunk, but I think it's not actually in the oceans as we believe. I'm pretty sure it makes most sense for it to be in some sort of desert or island.
Yeah, like it broke away from the mainland and then it like went out to the middle of nowhere or something.
Either that, or because you have to remember there was always floods back then. Oh, there used to be a lot of more water back then.
True, true.
Anyways, I'm going to activate my spell card, the Freezing Chains of Ice Barrier.
Okay.
On activation, I am allowed to special summon a level 4 or lower ice barrier from the graveyard. And the only card I have to do that at is my Zuijin.
Right. Okay. Now what?
I'm pretty sure that will not go well. I had my fun with it, but I don't want to be that guy. So, I'm going to use Revealer's effect to discard my other Ice Bond.
Okay.
And bring out onto the field my Hexa. the spirit of the ice barrier.
Okay, interesting choice. What are you gonna do? Synchro summon?
I can use what with the math might be wrong, but using Lemuria, I can increase all of my monsters' levels.
Well, Rebellious is gonna get rid of that Revealer. And somehow will return to your hand that Defender. Your math's still right? You currently got 9 on the field. You got any level 9 synchros, or?
I do. I'm just trying. I could use that, but I can also.
Oh, you got options. Interesting.
Yep. Yeah, honestly, it's probably best to do that. So, I'm going to, because even though I only have the one tuner in the graveyard. Actually, no, it's probably better for me to just do this. I'm going to re-summon my defender.
Okay.
It is now level 3 again. And because of that, I am allowed to tune my defender with my Zuijin.
Okay.
Come forth, Moby Dick, White or Whale.
Yeah, I think I read something about that in one of Tristan's reports. Oh,
Oh, yep. Synchro
that's
summoning.
an effect.
When I synchro summon it, attack position monsters leave the field.
Right.
But
That
Moby Dick,
is a card.
Yep. Moby Dick is a powerful whale. So powerful that
Well, you're not getting to attack this turn.
well, that's kind of removes some of my plans. Oh well. I will end my turn there.
Okay. Well, my 3 visits effect will activate, letting me bring to my field Savage Don Yin. And using his effect, I can add an Ancient Warrior card to my hand. For example, my Ancestor, Ambitious Shoulder. Right. Now then, I'm going to use the effect of my Valiant Zhang Di to bring himself to my field. And we're going to move to the battle phase. Valiant Zhang Di will attack your White Aura Whale, and I get to draw a card.
Alright. A little bit of a sting. But because he was destroyed, its effect activates.
Okay.
Why did I do damage?
Oh, you took a bit of damage because of my Dunyan.
Well, because it was destroyed, my whale doesn't like to stay out for too long. It likes to breathe. So it's
Okay.
going to resurface from the graveyard onto the field by banishing my barrier Setsu Torrent. I don't
Right.
really have to bring that back.
Well, I'm going to discard my Sacred Swords in order to bring out my Ambitious Shoulder.
And it comes back as a tuner.
Okay. Well, I'm going to clash with it with my Ambitious. Meaning
Well,
both of them go
it's-
to the grave.
Interesting thing about the whale is that it's not once per turn. Ow.
Oh,
Although I take a lot more damage now. So Revealer gets banished this time.
interesting. Well, Savage Dunyan will destroy your Ice Spirit.
Farewell, Hexa.
And I'll end my turn. Let's see what you got.
I will draw. Huh. I will summon out Speaker for the Ice Barriers.
Okay. You really sending a kid into the battlefield? A little bit reckless, mate.
And by using Zuijin, I can lower the level of speaker to bring it out on the field.
Okay.
And this is an interesting. You've heard of Leviathans, correct?
Yeah, I've heard of Leviathans.
Yep. I have one of the more terrifying ones in this deck.
No.
Yep. And it can only be brought out with a synchro tuner. By using my white ore whale, which was brought back as a tuner, alongside my yes, I'm better off using speakers so I don't take as much damage. I can bring out Bahamut.
No. That's an interesting card.
Now, and he will bring out a copy of himself as a token.
Well, I'm gonna be banishing a white or a whale. Okay.
What can...
What now, lad?
Oh, that's what I could do. Useful for later. Well, for now, I'm just going to have the Bahamut attack the Yordanian.
Okay. I'm going to use my Valiance effect, meaning it's draw a card, and my defensive Chanban. Meaning I can bring to my field another Donyan.
So no matter what, he stays on the field.
Yep, and I get his effect to add to my hand my Sunlu Alliance.
That will still go on and get rid of at least one of them.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
And that will be all from me.
Right.
Yeah, that's all from me.
Well, my turn. I'm going to activate Pot of Greed. I'm sure you know what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll also special summon Alpha, the Master of Beasts. Now, this big boy can do a lot of things. I'm also going to activate 3 visits. And my alliance. And you know what? Let's also go with Tensu. Just to give everyone a nice little boost. Well, I'm going to use my alpha to return Zhangdi and my Master of Beasts. Letting me return your Bahamut and that token back to your extra deck. Now, Zhangdi will come to my field. And I get both my cards' effects. My alliance will boost my monster's attack, and my free visits will let me add a monster to my hand. For example, my Masterful Sun Mao. Which I'll now normal summon using Tensu. And using its effect, I can destroy my 3 visits. Letting me add to my hand my Graceful Zhonggong. 3
That
visits.
is a powerful Zong de.
Valiant Zhang De, I think is how you say it. I'm not actually sure.
That thing is just as powerful as that one Blue Eyes ritual.
Oh yeah, it's these things can get up there.
I
Well,
would say it, but your deck has better unity than my deck.
I mean, they did all fight alongside one another and against one another on the battlefield, so...
Meanwhile, all of mine unified together to go against the dragons.
Which dragons were that
Ow.
exactly?
They imprisoned the dragons. The ice. They actually all go by the name. Funny enough.
Huh.
Ow. Yeah.
Well, I'll end my turn.
Yeah, the ice barriers. Back then, they well, crap.
What?
Didn't want to see. I drew a monster that I can't use at all.
Great. Don't you just love it when that
Yeah.
happens?
I mean, I can use him, but I require another ice barrier.
Oh god.
But yeah, my ice barriers. Funny enough, the dragons that they summoned, they also had to imprison.
Huh. I
Yeah,
mean,
they're too powerful for them to control, so they ended up going out of berserk.
interesting, not gonna lie.
Yeah. So they are. That's actually the whole point of the chains. They function as the prison for the dragons.
Right. Well, I'm going to try and finish you off with in as much of an honourable way as I possibly can. By boosting my monsters as strong as they can possibly get.
Fitting for what these guys appear to work like.
Now, Valiant Zhang Di, finish this.
This is
With
gonna
your
hurt.
Raging Winds Slash. Right, that was an
I-
interesting duel.
Those are some valiant monsters.
Actually, only one of them's Valiant, but yeah, they work in unity. Your deck does too, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Although that's also the flaw of my deck. They can only work together to use their effects.
yeah, mine at the very least does it a little more open with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
To be fair, though, my monsters, they were drastically weakened by my dragons.
yeah, but you mentioned something about that barrier being your dad's.
Yeah,
Right.
I took when he passed, illness and all that. No way. They tried fixing it, but wasn't really much they could do at the point he was in.
Yikes.
So I took over everything that he had. Granted, it's a lot of pressure though.
What kind of like job did he have exactly that involved you having to take it over? Can't imagine it was anything like world like destroying or anything.
World destroying, no, but he was to put it simply a leader of sorts.
You run a cult?
Not a cult, more. It's more of I don't know exactly what they called it, but it runs along the lines of gang, mafia, basically those kinds of groups. It's one of those.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Well,
But
the very
Granted,
least.
it's
yeah.
at least not like one of those, stab everyone we see across and take what they have kind of groups. No, at least they're more respectful.
Wait. Did your dad by chance go to London a couple of years back?
Now I think about it, I'm pretty sure he said he had a business trip when he did a few years ago.
Okay. Did he go there when London was by chance getting destroyed?
Maybe my memory's not really the best.
Okay, I might have
You know,
run into
I'm-
him. I did
maybe,
meet some weird gang. They had like all ice barriers.
Yeah.
He kind of looked like an ice barrier.
Yeah, my mental case isn't really the best. I got a few disorders.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least you don't have amnesia, right?
No, but my short-term memory is really fucked up.
Yikes. Anyway, lad, I better be getting to the train station. I don't know how long the boss store's staying open for.
Yeah. Although I did hear that it's a you will probably need to just a little bit of heads up from what I've heard. Mind your footing and watch your head.
Okay, lad. Enjoy your day.